And so, eventually, I learned what strats I thought were good and bad for zombies. You know, and in comparison, I would say that my old strats versus my new strats are, there's a pretty huge gap. Old strats are pretty garbage compared to the new strats, which is why they're new strats and why I don't still use the old strats, you know? So, I mean, it makes sense, and I'm totally cool with it. It's not like there's this big, like, time frame difference, like, just, oh, this doesn't work anymore. Like, the zombies haven't really changed a lot. It's just, like, people got smarter. People got better. And you know what? That's cool with me, man. I'm totally cool with that. I like that. I mean, that's why people were able to get to super high rounds. You look at, like, if you look at the World at War time, I don't think there were a lot of people putting out world record videos on it. Like, probably no one even thought about that, about doing that. They're just like, hey, man, let me do it for bragging rights with my friends, which is partially a reason why people would make YouTube videos to begin with, is to brag with their friends or to their friends or what have you. And so on this map, I really want to show you some more of the rooms, but I'm trying to save up for points because this map's kind of hard since you can't have perks, and I want to like have time to actually talk and not be dead. So I'm trying to like build up, but I also want to show you some of the stuff. Now, I remember one thing that used to always mess with me is there's like a cabinet on the next floor, okay? And I'll show you it. Don't you worry. There's a cabinet on the next floor, and I would always be like, does this thing ever change? Because it's so weird. It's just a cabinet you buy, but there's a sniper in it. Ooh, I need to move. There's a sniper in the cabinet, and I want to see what's in there now. Am I going to be okay here? Oh, man, I don't have monkeys. Did I use them all, or was that not this run? No, that was this run. Well, as you can see, this strat, this is probably nothing that I'd ever thought about doing. Running in circles and kiting the zombies and grouping them up. Like, I think I probably would have just given up at that point if I was playing previously compared to now. 2 max ammos? What the hell? Why? Why do I need 2? I was gonna reload and then grab the other one. Well. Oh well. Okay, so I'll go ahead and grab Mule Kick, but I'm not actually gonna use it. So right here, if you jump and crouch, you would get up on there. It'll kill me, so I'm not going to do that. Right here, you would purchase the grenades, which I guess I have to throw my grenades to be able to do that. So you'd purchase them, and then you'd slide under here, and you get stuck in the bag, and you like couldn't move unless you laid down. And that's what people would do to not die. And then you'd have, not everyone would normally be able to fit, so you'd have people guard the windows, and then you'd be like the backup. And then you'd have to get out of the glitch once people messed up. Assuming you're playing with a group. If you aren't playing with a group, you know, there's not really anyone to worry about. It's not an issue at all. This is a place that I would run around and shoot zombies on occasion. I don't think it's that great of a place, though, so I don't really want to be up here anymore. And I'd really like to be able to just blast through these guys real quick. I do actually think these pistols are really good. I guess it's really just the map layout. It's a lot more close quarters, so you kind of find yourself having to shoot, like, hordes of them right on you, as opposed to other maps where I'm just like, I don't want pistols, please. This may be a little risky. I think I got it, though. Oh, my God. That reload time. Come on. Come on. Let's continue to mow through them. And we got a nuke. That was scary. I do have monkeys after that max ammo, which I completely forgot about. So, good thing I looked now. I'm trying to think of what all else I can talk about here. The World at War guns were not the best. Again, like the flamethrower strat was actually kind of viable. I don't remember if the ray gun was on here or not. I think it was, but I'm not actually sure if it was or not. I'm trying to think of like the power weapons. I think at the time the popular strat was just to hold down somewhere. So light machine guns were pretty popular, whereas now I absolutely despise light machine guns and only want mobility. That's all I want. I want light guns, do damage. I want a thunder gun. That's what I want. So I'm actually gonna throw a monkey. I'm gonna have to walk around. I need to get this thing now. Oh my God. Okay, so this, I could actually get a record on here. Like I could actually play through the entirety of this map and just run around in a big circle and continue doing this. So this would be my strat. If you wanted to do good on Nacht Der Untoten now, played on Black Ops, there's a thunder gun on here. So what you do is you just round them up like this, and then bop. And obviously you'd want to be a little more cleaner about it. I mean, I haven't been practicing this at all. I haven't been actively going through. Ooh, this is bad. I have to double back. Obviously I haven't been like actively practicing this map, so my runs could be a little cleaner than they are, but you know, oh well. I'm just showing you to show you to inform, okay? So not everything has to be perfect, because I'm not doing it to show off. I'm going, hey, here are the pieces, now do it on your own, okay? Quit making fun of me, you big jerk. So, because there's a thunder gun on here, if you don't know, the thunder gun is insta-kill. A lot of people probably know about the thunder gun. I mean, it's a Black Ops gun. It's not a World at War gun. And a lot of people may know about all the World at War stuff, and I'm just, like, saying this for future generations, as opposed to people right now, or whatever. I mean, I'm making this to talk about the history of it and what all was going on, but I'm not like actually like, oh yes, I'm making a history piece. People will talk about this in X amount of years. Like, no, of course not. Of course I'm not just like, oh yeah, duh, dude. Why wouldn't people be watching my videos whenever Black Ops 6 is out or whatever number you want to make up. I think I can make it through here. Yeah, cool. Okay, so right now, I'm not really talking a ton about what I wanted to be talking about. I'm pretty much just like showing you some of the strats and like actually trying to play the game. Because I have to live to be able to show you or talk about more stuff. Because, you know, there needs to be some gameplay going on. I mean, I guess I could just start over all the time. That'd be kind of boring. I guess in closing... actually, I won't close yet. I guess the biggest thing that I wanted to say is that things are very different. There were no perks. A lot of these guns were in here. A lot of the strats, people didn't really talk about them a lot. And I'm going to actually talk about... I was thinking about doing breakdowns for every map and making like a history piece out of that. But I'm not going to. Or not every map, rather. Like, because Verrucht, I didn't get when it came out because my friend said it was garbage. So I actually only bought Shinonuma. And the last map, which I can't actually think of what it's called. Derice? I think it's something like that. Something similar. I don't remember how it's pronounced, rather. So, whenever that came out, that brought Pack-a-Punching, which was this insane new thing. Like, dude, think about how much further you can get in the game with all this extra damage. And you could get way further in the game with it. So that was this phenomenal thing. Like, instead of getting, like, I remember getting to round like 20 with some random dude on Xbox, and I added him and I'm like, dude, you are so good. We need to play more. And that's how I met. Wait for the next episode and I'll tell you who I met. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually some random guy. There wasn't someone cool that I met. Sorry. I didn't meet Brian until Black Ops. I did not know him in the World at War days, which, I mean, I don't even know if he made YouTube videos in the World at War days. I remember whenever I first subscribed to him, he had either like 6 or... I think he had 6,000 subscribers when I found him. I found him from... I think I found him through a mutual friend. His YouTube, of course, not like, I hunted him down. That's what it sounds like when I say I found him, or to me anyway. I mean, it probably doesn't actually sound like that to you because I didn't actually hunt him down. Pretty crazy, right? So yeah, no, I didn't meet anyone special. I just made a lot of random internet friends through Xbox, or random Xbox friends, whatever, through zombies, playing the public matchmaking, which I never do anymore. Mostly because I feel like I know how to play the game. But back then, I was like, hey, everyone's still trying to like figure this thing out. So if I get together, maybe I can find people who I think are good at the game and play with them. And I did. And our strat on there was to hold out as well on Derice. I don't think I ever tried kiting the zombies as my main strategy. Maybe I did, like, if things got bad. I don't remember, unfortunately. Man, if I made YouTube videos on World at War back then, I didn't really do gaming videos back then because it was kind of frowned upon to do it specifically. If I did make them back then, I think it would have been awesome to talk about the strategies that I used to think were good that I do not think are good anymore. But I can't remember all of them. Unfortunately, like, that really sucks. I remember just, you hold out, and you'd hope you didn't die, and if you got overran, well, then you didn't have good enough guns, and you blame the game. You blame RNG from the box. And that was how that went. I don't actually know if that's specifically how it went every time. I mean, maybe somebody screws up or something, or what have you, or you live to the end of your strat. You didn't know that you could make it any further, which of course you could. I mean, I could probably continue going with this and get to like round 80 or, you know, some crazy number I'm sure I could get to, because like at some point, even after you run out of thunder gun ammo, like, you know what you just do? You grind up points with the Thompson over there, you keep buying ammo for it, and you keep going for the thunder gun again, and again, and again, because there are no traps on this map. So, it's not the easiest to get to the high rounds, which, I mean, you know, it's not like, not every map traps are the primary way of killing them. So, there's a ton of different stuff that goes into whatever map you're doing it on, and, oh man. Let me just wail into these guys real quick with this ray gun. And I think I'll probably be wrapping up the video. Oh, maybe right now. Okay, I'll probably be wrapping up the video pretty shortly. Let me go ahead and throw a monkey. What? They were still following me. And I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions about the history of whatever, I'll probably actually make a Darius, Die-Rise, I think it's Darius. Man, it's been so long since I've played it. I'll probably make a video talking about my mentality playing Nacht Der Untoten, my strats and everything, versus then, like, the beginning of World at War versus the end of World at War. So let me know what questions you have about that in the comments. I'd really love to know what you want to know about that time. And for all I know, everyone watching could have played all of World at War from the beginning through the end. But if you only played in the middle or the end, or never even played during its peak, then I'm sure I could have a pretty different perspective than you had on the game, and maybe that'll be interesting to you to hear about. So yeah, let me know those, and I guess I'll just like run into the zombies and see if they'll murder me. Hello? I'm one of you. Am I gonna die? Yeah, I did die. Okay, well, yeah, that's about all I had to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like it. I'd really like it if you'd subscribe. You don't have to actually hit like. You just need to hit that. If you can only hit one button, I'd rather you hit the subscribe button than the like button, but I mean, both are cool. I guess that's really it for the video. Again, questions down below. Thank you so much.